All right, we are officially recording, and I still can't see myself. It's driving me nuts, but I'll just look at your pretty faces. So, yeah, just know I can see you. So don't act like me last night and act crazy. Okay, so in the group, I posted last night to post your goals for the month of October. And a lot of you did, some of you didn't, which is totally fine. You still have time to make goals for the month of October. But I wanted to talk about goals because Stacey, whenever I posted my goals, she was like, my goals are to have goals like you. And that's a great goal, but that can't be a goal for October. So we have to talk about what are attainable goals for you and where you are in your business. It can be so easy to look at somebody who is almost 2 years into her business and be like, I want to have the goals that she does. But you can't compare your beginning to someone else's like 2 years into it. So you have to be, you have to kind of know where you are and start from there. So if you've only been coaching for 3 months and your goal can't be, I mean, it can, you just have to do a lot of work. So you have to know the work behind your goals too, okay? I was going to say your goal can't be to hit 2-star diamond in like a month. That can be your goal. You just have to know the work that goes behind it, okay? So I guess what I really want to talk about are goals and knowing the work that goes into those goals and going after it, okay? So if you have a goal to hit Emerald, let's say this month, then just know that that's adding 2 coaches to your team, okay? And statistically, it takes inviting about 20 people to the coaching opportunity to add 2 coaches to a team, okay? So you have to know numbers and kind of statistics and how it works. So if you're wanting to hit Emerald, then you need to know that you need to be inviting at least 20 people to the coaching opportunity this month if you want to hit Emerald by the end of October, okay? That's just how it works. Usually about 1 every 10 person says, hey, yeah, let's do this, okay? And so sometimes, like, my goal for the month is to add 5 coaches to my team. So if you do that, that's asking 50 people to the coaching opportunity, right? Right. But you have to know that that isn't all happening in one huge swoop, okay, or sweep. Can y'all hear me? Sorry, I feel like I might be lagging. Okay, good. So just know that I have been working I've been working consistently for the past 3 months, talking to people every single day, messaging new people every single day. Today was probably the first day I haven't messaged over 20 new people in probably a month. I've been trying to message at least 20 new people every single day for the past month. Am I frozen too, or is it just y'all? What is going on?
You're fine from our point if you can hear us.
Okay, sorry, y'all are all frozen. I'm like, ah. Okay, so I had big goals. I wanted to hit that 2-star diamond. That was my big goal. And so I knew what I had to do. So you need to let me or your leader, which a lot of y'all is Laura, know what y'all's goals are, okay? So that we can tell you what it takes. Don't be afraid to dream big, to have big goals. We just will tell you what it takes to get there and help you get there. So if you have a goal to hit diamond in the month of, or by the end of the year, let us know, girl, and we will tell you what it takes. And we will be there with you, holding your hand and running alongside you, getting you to that goal, okay? Because goals are a big thing to have. You need to be having weekly goals. You need to be having daily goals. You need to be having monthly goals, okay? So if your goal, you need to be writing them down. Like today, I wrote down what my goals were for the day. It was friend requesting 10 new people. It was replying back to every single message in my inbox, and I had 36. And when I clicked on that, I just died a little bit inside. I was like, this is going to take a while. But that was my goal, was to get through those messages. Another goal today was to create my promotion for my clean eating group. So you just need to be having daily goals, and those can be like a checklist. You need to be having weekly goals. You need to be having monthly goals. And I showed you what my monthly goal was last night. And like I said, if you don't know what it takes to get to these goals, let us know. And like I told you again, it's a numbers game. So if you want to hit Emerald, you need to be inviting 20 people to the coaching opportunity this month. And that does not mean you just randomly message people. It means start the conversation, get to know people. If you feel like you're lacking when it comes to your clean eating group, like Sarah said, these are her words, she's only getting 5 people in her free groups. You need to be adding to your network every single day. You need to be messaging people, inviting them, private message invite people. That's going to get a lot more people in your group. So when I first started coaching, I had about 600 friends on my Facebook, and now I have almost 2,700 friends on my Facebook. So you have to be constantly adding people to your network so that you have new people to join you, to join these free groups, to join these 21-day groups, to join your team, because you can't keep cycling through the same people because you're going to run out of people. So maybe that needs to be one of your goals, is to friend request at least no less than 5 new people every single day. And if you're like, where do I get these people to friend request? If they have 10 or more people in common with you, friend request them. Don't be picky when you're starting your business when it comes to adding people to your free groups or getting people in your 21-day groups, because everybody needs help in some way, especially when it comes to clean eating and working out. So don't be picky when it comes to letting people into those groups. I do encourage you to be a little bit pickier when it comes to adding people to your teams. But when it comes to the 21-day paid groups or your free groups, don't be picky. I mean, be a person of service. Be a person that wants to help people. Obviously, when you let people into your team, that's like helping them, but that's a little bit different to me. So that's kind of my advice. So yeah, friend request people every single day, okay? Don't think that there's something wrong with you if you're not getting more people in your groups. You just have to look at what you're doing. Are you doing the things that are necessary to get people in these groups? I think the month of September I didn't even have a free group because literally maybe one person responded to my ad or my promo, and I mean I was like, well, dang, I don't like, and then that person was in my 21-day group, so she didn't really even need to be in my clean eating group, so I didn't even have one. And you know why more people didn't want to join? Because I didn't private message invite people. That's a huge part of getting people in your free groups, okay, is you need to be private message inviting people, especially if you're not getting people commenting on your stuff about it. Go to them. It's something you're offering for free, so don't be nervous that they're going to think you're wanting something from them. Make sure they know from the get-go it's free. So, and usually when people know that, they're like, well, heck yeah. And just know that you expect participation. You expect them to eat clean. That's the only thing we're asking for in return, is that they eat clean and that they get results. I think that's pretty generous, okay? So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to private message. That's a huge thing. What was another thing? Let me look at y'all's goals just so maybe I can touch on some for you. Let's see. I was just on there. My internet is like really bad today. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are still like all frozen, so I hope y'all are hearing me. If not, then I guess that's okay too.
You're good.
Okay, good. Thank you. Because y'all are literally all frozen. And it's not going to that page. So I'll try to remember off the top of my head some of y'all's goals. Some of y'all's goals, I think, was to have at least 5 people in your paid challenge group. That's just going to take, like I said, that's a numbers game as well. You can't expect to just post something on your Facebook and have people come to you, especially just starting out. Now that I'm like, if you've been a coach for a while and you've been very consistent with your groups, then yes, after a while, when you post something, you can expect your inbox to have people like asking you about it. But when you're first starting out, you have to be private message inviting people. And like I said, it's just like coaching. You don't just start with it. You get to know them, you form those relationships. And then once you figure out, like once you get into kind of like that you're a fitness coach, because I try and steer the conversation towards that, not obviously, but in some way, then I just get to know what their goals are. Do they struggle with something? And then I'm like, well, hey, I have this 21-day group. Is that something you'd be interested in? Or if you see them post on Facebook how they're trying to get healthy, drop everything you're doing right there and private message them and let them know, like, hey, girl, like I'm hosting this 21-day group. It's really amazing. I'd love to talk to you more about your health and fitness goals. You just can't expect people to flock to you, especially if you're new. So you have to get out there. You have to be private messaging people and creating those relationships. Because let me tell you now, especially for you new coaches, this is such an exciting time to become a coach because it's you have 3 months before the new year. So you have 3 months to be building these relationships and to be forming people and to be just getting to know people and getting them to trust you. And then, girl, when that first of the year comes and everybody and their mama wants to lose weight and get healthy, who are they going to come to? You, because you've been there for them through those free groups, through just seeing your stuff on your Facebook newsfeed and encouraging them, whether you know you are or not, because you show up every single day, posting on your Facebook, having those free groups every single month, having those paid groups every single month, inviting people, getting to know people, being genuine. And that's going to pay off in the beginning of the year. I can promise you, okay? So be adding value to your post on Facebook. Be posting recipes. Be posting the workouts you're doing. Be posting how your life is changing through this health and fitness. Be posting how your life is changing through accountability, through this coaching community. And then by the time, like, I promise you that what you do now matters so much in the future. That's why I get so frustrated when coaches quit after like month 3 or 4, because I'm like, girl, if you've been consistent those first 3 months, then you're about to blow up. You're about to see your business really start moving. Okay. You just can't disappear. You can't drop off of Facebook for 4 days and then expect to post about a clean eating group and have 14 people want to join. You just can't, because people have to know that you're consistent, and they have to know that they can trust to be with you as a coach, as a client, that once they get into the thick of their journey, that you're not going to abandon them, that you're not going to drop off of Facebook for another 4 days and they can't get in touch with you. So it's just about consistency. Like I say this all the time, this business is about time and consistency. And if you trust me and you trust when I tell you that, then you just trust the path, because I promise you there's no secret pathway to success when it comes to this business. And I know I'm beating a dead horse. It's the same thing for everybody. Be yourself, be genuine. Don't be in this for anything other than wanting to help people. And obviously we have other little side things like, yeah, we want to bring in money to help our families and all that stuff. But the core of it has to be wanting to help yourself when it comes to your own health and fitness and helping others. Okay. So just keep that in the forefront and you will be amazing. You will do great and you will go far, because if money is in the forefront, then this business is going to frustrate you, because you don't see a lot of money in the very beginning, okay? Because it takes people trusting you, and it takes time, and it does take consistency. So you just have to have that heart for people in the forefront, especially in the beginning, because that's what's going to pull you through. Personal development needs to be something you're doing. I say every day, but at least 4 to 5 times a week, whether it's just sitting down for 10 minutes and making yourself read something, making yourself listen to a podcast, something. So just make that a priority, okay? But setting goals for your business, for yourself, that's huge, okay? You just have to become a goal setter. Writing them out is even bigger than making them in your head. So you need to be writing them out and saying them out loud. And whenever you write them out, don't say, I want to do this. I want to do this. Write it out as, I am a 3-star diamond. I am making $1,500 a month. I am paying for groceries this month. That is how you need to write it out, and you need to say it out loud, declare it. Okay. I know it sounds silly and it sounds like a personal development book, but it's true. It adds so much meaning to it. Like yesterday I was on a call with somebody, and she was just asking me what my goals are. And I was saying them out loud, and I almost was laughing because I'm so excited. Because when you say it out loud, it brings it to life and it makes it real and it makes it something that's attainable. Okay. So don't be afraid. Sometimes I'm afraid to talk to my husband about it. I'm like, I don't know why I would be, because I know he believes in me in every single way possible and he's super encouraging, but I think it's more me, like, what if I don't do it and let him down? So just find somebody who you can talk to about your goals and allow yourself to be excited about them and allow yourself time to get there. Okay. So I always want to say dream big, but also make it an attainable goal that you know is a little out of your comfort zone, but you know you can get it, because you don't want to keep setting these goals that are super huge and you never hit, and then that's going to discourage you. Okay. So set these goals. A really great goal is to be Emerald this month. That's an incredible goal to set because it's possible. It's so attainable for any new coach is to hit Emerald within 3 weeks. So I encourage every single one of you, if you're not Emerald, make that a goal for yourself. Don't be afraid to talk to people that you see on Facebook who might already be into fitness and let them know, like, hey, you're already doing this. You seem to like health and fitness. You seem to enjoy it. You seem to like posting about it and helping other people. It seems like coaching would be such a natural next step for you. Is that something you've ever considered? So just don't be afraid, okay? And if people don't like it, they'll either tell you they don't like it or they'll delete you, and that's fine. Or most likely, they'll keep watching you, and then they'll join your team later on. So don't get discouraged. Don't set yourself back, because when I first started coaching for the whole year of 2015, if people told me no, it would set me back 2 weeks. Okay, so just don't do that. Just tell yourself every single no that you get is closer to a yes. Don't allow yourself to get set back. It's so easy to do that. It's so easy to fall in that trap. I'm guilty of it. But as soon as I set myself free and I told myself that I'm allowed to get a no, I'm allowed to allow myself to tell people about this business and not feel bad about it, that's when I started growing insane. Okay. So that's really all I have for you tonight. If you have any questions, please, if you're muted, unmute yourself, because honestly, I can't see any of you now. Y'all are all gone. So if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and let me know. And if not, you don't want to do it on here, then you can message me, or just do it in the Genuine Hustle Coach page. So I'll be quiet for a second just in case anybody has a question. And if not, then we can just say goodbye.
This is Laura. I wanted to echo what you said about private messaging and forming, and that's where you're getting most of your clean eaters. Because someone posted, one of our Sweat Nation coaches posted today, and they're like, where do you get all your clean eaters if you're not doing ads? And I was like, forming. I was like, we're supposed to form 3 to 5 people a day. Like, in a month's time, that should be up to, that's 20 people a week. That's 80 people a month. Like, that's where we're getting all of our clean eaters. And if you're not forming behind the scenes, and I know Kim and Kaylee teach that, especially for new coaches, because I know it's the most intimidating part. But if you're commenting on their Facebook, you get to a point where they are complete strangers, but you have to believe in the value of what we're offering. We're offering something free. We're offering something amazing, life-changing, like changing the way you feel from the inside out. Coming from a mom that has, I have 2 young kids, pregnant with my 3rd, I have more energy and I feel better being pregnant than I did pregnant with my first because I didn't take care of myself. So we're offering something so amazing. And anyways, I'm getting sidetracked, but like, don't be afraid of what you're offering and believe in the value of it, because you and what you have to offer will sell itself. Like, even in a free group, I don't care if someone joins me over and over and over again for 24 months and never purchases anything. Like, I'm still helping them. And they might turn into something one day, but they might not. Like, and that's totally fine. I'm happy to help them any way I can. But all that to say is, if you're not forming behind the scenes and if you're not sending out private messages every single day, then you're not going to have anyone. You can hope and wish that your ad gets 15 people or however many people, but I don't rely on ads. Like, I've tried them, and I know I probably need to be more consistent with them, but that's not where I get my people from. From my private messages and forming. But I'm also not afraid. I don't, like Margot said, even the coaching opportunity, I don't what's the word? I don't say, like, I don't look at that person and say, oh, she would never join. I send the message anyways. Like, if we've only talked twice and the conversation kind of died out, I still send it to them anyways, because they might surprise me and say, heck yeah, and they might not answer, and they might say no. Like, but that's not up to me. That's up to them. So anyways, I just wanted to reiterate, forming is like, that is where your business is going to grow. Because if you're not forming, then you're not going to have anyone to talk to about coaching. Because how, if you've never talked about anything before, I mean, that when someone sends me hey, you have a pretty face, have you ever thought about trying Younique? I'm like, delete. Like, that's so, even if I wasn't a beach body relationship at all. So you have to build that trust and build that relationship. And that's just part of being a coach. And so anyways, Margot, I know forming is everyone's least favorite thing to do, but it's really the most important thing that we do as a coach.
Yes. And first off, you do have a pretty face.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I said, first off, you do have a pretty face, so don't get too mad at him. No, I'm just kidding, but I know what you mean. But just to kind of reiterate what
I'm not. I told her thank you. And then I invited her to my clean eating challenge, and she said, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What did you say?
I was just saying that, like you said, even if clean eaters stay in your group, like, keep joining you over and over. Like, I'm not kidding. I had one clean eater who was in in my clean eating group every single month for probably 18 months plus, and never joined a 21-day group ever. She was a serial clean eater group, free group. And literally she bought a challenge pack while signing up as a discount coach the week that I needed her. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So, like, I'm like, that's such a God thing, but it's just such a cool thing because I never wrote her off. I never ignored her. I never was like, I'm not having you in my group again. You need to upgrade to the premium or you're out. You just love on people, and you just allow them to do their thing, because everybody's journey is different and everybody isn't ready. And yeah, it took her 18 months or more, but hey, she got there, and that's awesome. So thanks for saying that. That's so true. Don't get discouraged. Like, if I would have let that discourage me that she never wanted to join me, she could not be starting her journey now. So yeah, that's basically the call. So does anybody else have any questions? Once again, I can't see you, so if you do, unmute yourself. But yeah. Okay.
I just wanted to add something. This is Hannah. I'm on my phone, so I hope y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm cooking dinner at 8:30. Hey, but I just wanted to kind of piggyback what you guys were saying, because I think that it's really important too with posting I said this to a new coach today on a new coach call, and I heard it on one of the wake up calls recently, but somebody was saying how when you post, really use it as a way to document your journey, and especially for new coaches, like I think that's just so true. You can't think, so I'm going to do it and check it off the list. It has to be like personal, and it has to be real, because people see through that when you just post something and you're like, today I had my shake, look at it, and I think the forming is so important, and I think that the parents should also like really put that personal touch in, because when people see that, like, oh, she really does feel better and her life really has changed, they're going to see that more through something personal than they will through you just saying like, hey, I had my Shakeology today. So I think just, making sure that you make, like, yes, we can use account, get personal, and still make it a documentation of your journey, I think is really important. And I've struggled with posting recently because I don't get home until 7 o'clock some nights from work, and so I think keeping that in mind for especially new coaches is really important. So just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's so true. It can be so easy to just like jump on social media and do something super generic like, hey, like picture with your Shakeology. Like we're all guilty of it, so don't be upset if like I said that. Trust me, I probably have 1,000 of them. But just like she said, try and make it personal to you and how it's affected you positively, or if you're having a bad day, let people know. Like yesterday, I was like, I'm a hot mess. Like my son literally had one sock on, so out while we were out in public. So just be you, and people will gravitate towards it. But if does anybody else have any questions? The floor is open. All right. Well, I'll get off, and I'm really sad I didn't get to see any of y'all. I hope that y'all got to hear me, and it wasn't all broken up. So then I'm so sorry you had to listen to that the whole time.
Heard me.
Do what?
Nothing. You're good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for getting on the call. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.